Mhm. Um, Typing up the tags. I just gotta copy and paste from a text file as I usually do. Just should have been doing this for longer, but okay. Quick FYI, we're gonna start this game with the um, with the original, well, not the original graphics, unmodded basically. During this first part, also I need to uh, go ahead and reset the counter. First, I need to make a note of the current score since we're not quite done reviewing it yet. I think we're done scoring it, but we're not quite done reviewing it. Um, I'm pretty confident in the final score for Radical Dreamers, which is a 7 out of 10. Although I'm actually, in some ways, potentially leaning towards a 6 out of 10. I'm not quite sure, but because that's like what the raw score indicates, um, or the current raw score indicates. Though it's very borderline to being rounded up anyway. And since I can't really imagine there being any more negatives, um, like there's probably positives for the ending, and there's probably positives for there being multiple endings apparently. Um, okay. So, once we fire up the game, I'll basically reiterate the what I'm playing. Also, there's this weird thing that I booted up, but but it looks like my what? Okay, the resolution's all weird. I don't know why. It was completely normal before, and now it's a video? It's 1920 by 1080. Okay, why are you doing that? Like when I did a test run of this, it was perfectly normal. That's interesting. Is that like I'm probably gonna run this in widescreen anyway, or full screen because of what I did. Normal. Yes. There we go. It's. I don't know why it was so weird before. I could. I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. Um. Gonna, there we go. What was the start of all this? When does the cogs of fate begin to turn? Perhaps it is impossible to grasp that answer now, from deep within the flow of time. Is it? I hope it's not stirring for you guys. But for certainty back then, we loved somebody yet hated so much. We hurt others and we hurt ourselves. Even then, we ran like the wind, whilst our laughter echoed under cerulean skies. I guess it is kind of the video in the background is a little weird. Now it's smooth. I do love how the music syncs up to the visuals. Okay, the video quality isn't. It's a little fuzzy. I don't really see any artifacts. It does feel like I hope it's getting a negative worry. I think the video cutscene is going to get a positive. and it's not. We're not gonna get negative for the fuzziness of it. It's a little. There's space for improvement. Um, I imagine like if like we'll see what the AI upscaled version of it is. Um, well, the foreground elements. Uh, some of the foreground elements look really bad. I don't think the intro's gonna, or the demo, I guess, is gonna get positive like it did in yeah. I don't really feel like this demo is blowing me away. Now, I will say of the visuals, they aren't terrible. I'm probably still going to play it. Um, a little bit is promised. Um, like it doesn't look muddy. Or as muddy as it could be, or particularly blurry. Yeah, I think the CG the FMV intro is going to get positive. It has vibration function. Cool. So right trigger does high speed mode. You can actually activate um, um, cheat codes, including no random battles. That's really no random battles. There aren't any random battles. Battles in Chrono Cross for all of the issues, they are not random. I think it should be considered no encounters or no enemy encounters. Maybe they're not random battles. Battle boosts. I'm guessing is increased XP. Um, Auto battle. I think is a new thing. Um, there's a button combo for the escape menu, which is a little weird. Um, but whatever. There's a low speed mode and high speed mode. Um, I'm kind of curious as to what battle boosts do. I probably could test the auto battle mode without feeling like I'm cheating. Um, but battle boost is kind of like I'm assuming it's just 2 times XP. Um, I think I left my phone in my bedroom. Damn it, I might need it. Be back shortly. Okay, we'll look up on my phone because I don't want to like have to open a browser. I'm in the middle of a game. Um, yeah, let's find in page. It's a battle boost. It's a special feature of the Radical Dreamers edition. It's probably from what I'm seeing here, it is um pretty much a it's basically a cheat. It's a straight up cheat. Um, Basically, all of the characters' element levels are immediately set to maximum, and they are dodging all of their enemies' attacks. It is a cheat. I would presume that that it is it disables it. Using it disables achievements, or I would hope so, because that is quite literally a cheat. Um, I'm still going to give like a positive. Um, let's see, interaction positive for um, quality of life features, QOL features. Um, Probably going to be a separate thing, maybe. There's I just say quality of life features and built-in cheats. I'm gonna give this one positive. I do wonder. I would hope that Battle Boost is the only feature that's going to that would disable achievements, because I don't believe that no random battle should disable achievements, because that would be like stupid. Because having no random battles is like unless there's an item that does that for you, um, it is not really a cheat. Heck, even if there is an item that does that for you, I wouldn't necessarily call it a cheat. It's just you're kind of doing it without having to. You're just getting that feature without having to do the work. Um, is the difference. Or like if it's materia, you don't have to give it. You know, if it's Final Fantasy Seven, there's a materia for like Ink Nun. Um, I guess it's a little bit more of a cheat in a game like Final Fantasy, where usually there's an Ink Nun thing which you have to like equip in some fashion. Um, so like again, Final Fantasy Seven, for example, there's an Ink Nun materia. So one, you have to find or earn it, and two, you have to equip it, and it's taking up a slot that could be used for other things. So you're basically freeing up that slot by you're doing two things. Like you're freeing up that slot for later when you have access to it. Um, and two, you're allowing yourself to get it earlier than you would normally have to. Although I'd argue that that's kind of minor. Um, Here's keyboard controls. Um, sure. Okay, so that's not. Um, Disabled achievements. I might have to put. Um. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't disable achievements. Eh. I don't really care either way. Um. My main concern is that like if I'm experimenting with auto battles or no random battles or whatever, um, you know, I'm slightly concerned that like okay, like things that aren't really cheating, uh, in my opinion, whether or not that would disable achievements, and then I, just because I want to experiment with these things. Anyway, we're just gonna go with default name. Um, there we go. Oh, that is rather grainy. I mean, it was kind of grainy in the original too, by memory anyway. Oh. Uh, okay, so we gotta take Rasley with us. Otherwise, we'll create a paradox. What is this, Sergi? You look troubled. This is it. There's no turning back now. Well, come on, Serge. Rasley. Just you wait, Liggs. Today's gonna be a day of reckoning. Say your prayers, not that it'll do you any good. Sergi! Hmm. I'm looking at, so, I don't know if there's an auto run. Customize. Okay, yeah, we can switch that. That's good. Um, accuracy selection auto. Huh. Oh, maybe leave it. Here's our, we'll just leave it at this one for now. I believe that manual and auto was a thing here. Um, analog? Let me see here. Um, Huh. I don't switch between the, we do have the ability to both save and load. That is, I'm not sure if that's a positive. Yeah, I said that qualifies as lack of a negative. But I believe I gave Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, or Chrono Trigger and Radical Dreamers. I gave both of them a negative for the fact that you had to literally reset or exit the game and relaunch the game in order to load a save. That's dumb. I don't know how to change between between the original and the maybe switch the lead character. That's cool. Thank you. Oh. Slowly girl. Or super speed them up. That's cool. I'm assuming these are the upscaled graphics. Like I've seen worse. I think Final Fantasy VIII looked kind of worse. By memory anyway. Like Final Fantasy VIII was literally like blurry. I never played it. I watched like a live stream of it, and they looked like they were like using like I don't know, not buying in the ear. I don't know. Like there's different forms of like upscaling. This looks kind of a little better. I definitely use the like the AI upscale for comparison. And there aren't random encounters are not a thing. Like there are enemies on the field. Now, unlike Chrono Trigger, you have a encounters are on a different screen, obviously. And everyone's lined up in a row, much like Final Fantasy. I believe it was using the same engine as I think Final Fantasy VIII. I believe these are the improved character models. I'm assuming they're by default. I wonder if I had to go into the actual, I don't know, but that didn't make sense. Like, if I was playing this on console, like, I shouldn't have to go into the configuration menu to decide whether I'm using the original or updated graphics. The funny thing is that we're doing this before, so yeah, so we have hit percent chance here. So, and we can use elements, we can't do yet. So, my interpretation of this, I don't believe the game ever explicitly spells this out. I think I actually came to the same conclusion while I was playing the original Chrono Cross 5 years ago. What I believe this represents, more or less, so the basic concept is that you have 1, 2, and 3 with a different percentage chance to hit. 1 does minimal damage, 2 does a bit more damage, 3 does a lot of damage. And with a successful hit, the percentage chance of getting higher amounts of damage increases. So the idea, I think, is that you're kind of staggering your enemies with each successful hit and opening them to stronger and stronger attacks that require, like if I'm like winding up a really strong attack, I'm telegraphing it, and it takes me longer. The enemy has more time to defend, and it's a little more telegraphed. Whereas if I go like this, it's not going to hit as hard, but the enemy will have less time to defend or evade. So if I hit like this, you're gonna be, to like a quick attack or something like that. I guess it's not gonna hit hard, but it's gonna stagger you, or it's gonna hurt enough that you're gonna be less able to react to a like a medium attack. Which and apparently enemies can get in turns in between your little attacks. The menus are a little weird. And with auto, it just automatically sort of and each attack uses up stamina. And it allows you to cast elements. Which use up your, like the more successful attacks you do, the stronger the elements you can use, I believe. But once you use up an element, you can't use it again for the combat, which is a little weird. Here's something that will hit multiple blows. And these also recover HP. Although these are actual items, I believe. we also actually a good feature and worthy of a positive. And that would be interaction positive. In I'm just gonna in various manners. That is a good quality of life feature that not many games have. It deserves the positive because it's exactly a standard thing to have. I don't think we've lost the. Well, we lost a little. I guess we didn't have enough. So I believe. Do we have any indication? Oh, there we go. I don't know. Okay. That's Battle Boost. This I believe is Ink Nun. Or is it called Ink Nun? It's on the side of the screen, which you can't say. So yeah. No random encounters with enemies you can totally see in a bait. So like they'll act like they're going to attack you, but they can't do it. So we turn it off. We get battles. I'm not gonna give it anything for is that okay? That's cycling for allies. And she ran out of stamina. Before we could use any elements. And also the field effects. Knows that will be explained in game. I mean, some of the stuff are going to be explained. I use one stamina. I use also that amount of stamina is percentage chance only increases if you land a successful hit. Actually, we could use Battle Boost here because it doesn't matter. Because we don't. Because, and it's metagame knowledge, but, this is a flash forward. I can't say the upscaling looks egregiously bad. Like, it could be better, Heck, especially here. Um, for the, I'm not sure if that's part of the upscale or not, or part of the um. These guys aren't doing anything. There we go. Yeah, they always miss. So you effectively have infinite HP. We're gonna turn it off. We've kind of seen it. Huh. Nothing happens here. What's going on? Maybe you stay off the field once you, Did I backtracked for some reason. I'm not sure if it's because I wasn't paying attention to where I was heading, or... Maybe because everything's connected to... Yeah, okay. We need to go down this way. What's the point of this passage? What's the point of this whole section? There's just a dead end and then another door that leads to that end, and then there's an enemy. Uh-huh. That's really weird. Patch that only leads to dead ends. Here we go. There you go, guys. Teleport pad is now active. Oh, what the bloody hell just happened? What are we doing out here? Oh, bugger, we're so high up! Is this thing floating? Does it feel like you're bypassed for the forges now? It sure is some fault. Hey, Serge. You alright, mate? You've been acting all weird. But, what's up ahead, so just stay on your toes, eh? Serge! Good morning, Serge. Come on, sleepyhead, get up. There's the thing, in this game we just do that ourselves. Just being taller. I think I'm gonna make a note about the cutscenes being very grainy and compressed. As for the background, we'll see. There is some jankiness. Like, there's aliasing. Oh my god, that's aliasing. Yeah, I'm gonna say that the cutouts are like the worst parts. I'm kind of debating whether or not to, uh, you know, give it a negative. But I would say some of the cutouts, like foreground or type elements, are feel particularly egregious at times. Time shifter? Good morning, Serge. You're finally up. The sun's already reached high noon. By the way, didn't you have plans to meet with Lena this morning? Lena came by to see if you were up, but you young man, were still off at Never Never Land. You shouldn't break promises like that. Girls can be pretty scary if you make them angry. The font seems a little generic. Of course, we have to have a kitty. That is very important. Positive for kitties. Did I give a positive for kitties? Oh, literally, kitties. I can't forgive a positive for kitties. For Chrono Trigger. We set a precedent. Like, the main thing I want to do in terms of like looking at this versus the proper upscale is being fair and making sure that I'm not like comparing it unfairly. Like, is it so bad that it detracts from the experience? Or does it really affect immersion or what have you? Like, do I not really notice how bad it is until I see how improved the other one is? Or how much better the other one is. For like the opening dungeon, it doesn't look that bad. This is my house. Enter at own risk. I don't know what the time shifter is. There are lots of kitties. There are even more kitties. I don't really notice much of a difference in terms of the music. It's maybe just a little more acoustic. Or, you used to cry and run away at the mere sight of a pussycat, do you remember? But, yay hi, you were attacked by a pamper demon. I guess it left an emotional scar. But it's good that you've overcome that fear. Girls will think you're a weenie running away from cats. I tried telling that to Rama. Good morning, Serge. Tell me we just woke up. Don't you know that the early bird gets the worm? Who's over there on the pier? Looks like her mother asked her to babysit. These fish over here are kind of blurry. I don't know. Oh. Well, don't tell her I said so, but my sister's about to quit to lash out. Could you, like, make her a little bit nicer to me? I have my support all the way. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Dang it. Did I miss? Damn it. Can I didn't catch her first bit of dialogue, so I kind of, oh, there you go. You're a surgeon. I heard you totally peel off this morning. I didn't think you had it in you. That was real gusty of you. But that kind of shows her who's boss, eh? Don't tell her I said so, but my sister's a bit too quick to lash out. Could you, like, make her a bit nicer to me? Have my support all the way. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Okay. First up ahead, listen, don't be messed with those boats. I'm sure you understand, a boat is like a limb to our fishermen. Pulling stones like that last time, and I'll whack you in the head. I don't think I'm gonna be a font. Whatever. Font snob? I guess, yeah, font snob. Like, this is a perfectly legible font. It's kind of like I am a former commercial art student, so if anyone should be a font snob, it's me, but I'm kind of not. I mean, granted, I don't think I've ever really got that much into typefaces. Like, I can't really... Like, I know about serif and sans serif. Like, that's kind of the extent. And then there's, like, fonts that are kind of pixelated looking. And generally, most of the font replacers are trying to emulate the pixelated look. And granted, you know, I do, as you can see, appreciate the look of a pixelated font. But both the original Pixel Plays logo and the Neurodivergent Pixels logo are pixelated fonts. The Neurodivergent Pixels logo, in fact, is based off of the Chrono Trigger font. But I don't really... I don't really know how they can improve it. Like, they could allow you to switch to a more pixelated looking font. Sure. But to me, one sans serif font, which is most common in, I think, most games, really, these days, it doesn't look that different from another. You know, it's not Comic Sans, it's it's legible, it's there. I don't see anything to complain about. It looks a little weird just because it's different. Hello, sir. It's a beautiful day today, isn't it? Sure feels great outside. Oh, just to be able to bask in the sun all day sure is a nice change. They say that the rain cleanses one's spirit, but at our age, we've enough cleansing, eh? As I know, I wonder if those outsiders are begging now that the rain's let up. They must be conducting some kind of investigation up there in Foss Valley. I can't comprehend outsiders. Why would they want to take up a place like that? Well, hello there, Serge. Can I interest you in something? I have some great elements. Would you like to take a look? Okay, so we got symbol. I don't know what the heck that is. Oh yeah, we need to like actually get them the materials to make things, which is interesting. Yeah, you have 100 gold. They have consumables, which you should say, right? So that's much. By default, we have tablets and cures. Tablets are these are status effect. We automatically allocated. That's cool. Cool. Urgy, check out the sawfish. Awesome, man. Popping caught down south by the El Nino Triangle. They would like going down there though. I'll say it's creepy, but this thing sure looks tasty. Mmm. Research, what do you think of this sawfish? Ever seen one of this size? Ha! It's got the legendary Dragon King from the legendary Dragon King Palace. Which research? How you wish. Yeah, I guess legends are meant to be legends. But it definitely would be been too good to be true. Oh well, at least we know for sure this was a biggie. Yeah, but I was like, something good is bound to happen. Ha ha ha! Man, that fish like is die hard. It's a basically the day founded by Lizard Rock. A lot of baby Komodo dragons play out there. I guess it's kind of like their hangout. And you know what, Cersei? Don't tell anyone what I'm about to tell you, okay? It's a secret. Lolo said he was going to give me some Komodo dragon skills. Hee hee! What should I do? Don't be beaten by Celine. Oh, the search. Oh, we can't move around. Well, people are talking. Negative interaction. That's more the absence of a positive, but... Oh, the search route has the Komodo dragon skills are quite popular among the youngins these days. So you're hunting in too, huh? What, to make a silly little necklace? That's right. Well said, Serge. You truly are a man of the sea. You don't call the Komodo dragon expert for nothing. Let me give you some pointers. Clean out your ears and listen well, Serge. This is truly top secret. Super secret number 1. Rock and roll the trap sucker. Super duper secret number 2. Use the lay of the land to make a surprise attack. Super secret number 3. There's always one that likes to play tag. Run with all your might. Beware, Komodo dragons are mighty cautious and run at a high speed. You must face them with your whisk courage and tenacity. Use your lightning start and run like the wind. Whip past them with all your might. Actually, I guess there's no point in overtaking them. Anyhow, it's all about guts, my boy. Once you catch up to one, you must fight, kick that little sucker's butt. But don't get your own butt kicked. That's all I can teach you, about the ways of an expert. Now go, Serge, go for the gold and bring forth a brighter tomorrow. Sorry. You know about Lizard Rock, southwest of the village? I've heard that the mother Komodo dragon comes out every once in a while. I've told Kiki numerous times not to play there, but she never listens to me. I guess kids will be kids. Ah, Kitty! Ah! Go away! Run away! Run away! Oh, hi, Serge. I lost my thoughts there. You know how Kiki's growing up so quickly? Sometimes I'm just amazed at how much she resembles her mother. I guess my wife is like that too. She's been very much like her mother since as long as I can remember. Guess it demonstrates how life continues to live on for generations. It's been 10 years since I became a fisherman. Back then I still had other aspirations, but I ended up succeeding my dad. I guess you can say that everything here represents 10 years of my life. Lion sharks, sawfish, six-horned narwhals, you name it. It represents all my hard work and dedication. I love my job. I'm happy with my current lifestyle and all. But lately, I get to thinking when I see Kiki about how I could have had a different future. What if I chosen a different path 10 years ago? Foreshadowing. I'd be living a completely different life than I am now. I'm not saying which one would have been better. I just wonder what the other path may have led me. Yes, the longer you live, the more you wonder about another you that might have been. Boy, life sure is complex. Hey, sir, you want this? Here, take it. It's an amulet I made from a lion shark teeth 10 years ago when I decided to become a fisherman. I don't need any more. I have my wife Kiki and Kiki watching over me. Yeah. This does look rather blurry. Like, it's not egregious everywhere, but there are places where you can really feel how lazy the upscaling is. Humana! She sure is pretty. Well, enough of that dancer Mickey is. The determine how the share of dancers, but no one. I say no one compares to Miki. But mind you, I've never actually seen Miki dance. How I would love to see them jiggle. I'm talking about her arms, of course. Oh, sir, tell Karen about this. Okay, I can actually move around while certain characters are talking to you, so I guess no negative. Oh, Serge, have you heard anything about the group of thieves up on the mainland? I haven't. I think I haven't. Really haven't been keeping up, have you? She's pretty big news, even in El Nido. Mysterious thieves have broken into a bunch of houses up on the mainland. They're cold-blooded bastards. They'll go to any exchange to get money or jewels. Even the powerful nature of poor cats seem to get a hold of them. I think they call themselves the Radical Dreamers. Wouldn't that well run into those bandits? The Breaking Festival will be cancelled again this year. Our only celebration of El Nido our archipelago down the drain. There hasn't been anything good to talk about since the army from port took over the islands 3 years ago. We wouldn't have to put up with the situation if General Hyper and the Dragoons were still here. I wonder if I switch to analog. Hasty cha-cha-cha! Healthy cha-cha-cha! Why don't cha-cha my hack-rod suit? And essentially, to be made exclusively from hack-rod bones. Don't mean to brag, but nobody can make a soup like I can. Cha-cha-ha-ha-ha! Well, hello, Serge. Do you want to hear the real truth about the world? Insanity leads to chaos and to solitude, the fruitless effort of adding me into what is meaningless. A lone crimson tear falls to the sea, the echo of the remaining star cries out to the infinite vacuum. The least I can do is send my distant prayers over the wind of time, setting sail on dreams. Well, how'd you like it, Serge? Were you moved? I've been dreaming about becoming a poet since I was little. I want to cross the continent and make a name for myself, with just a pencil and paper. But look at me. I'm in this puny village in the middle of nowhere, waitressing in this rundown shack. What you say about my restaurant? You can quit any time, you know. Yes! Just kidding. I was just kidding. I was just saying how good the work environment is. Background bone. Sweet. Found ivory helmet. Yoink. Nothing there. Well now, you're an Arnie. What brings you to this quiet seaside village? Oh, it's you, Serge. Don't go near Hydra Marsh to the east if you go outside. Don't want you to run into the evil dwarves in the Hydra now. Hey, why don't you go talk to the village chief before you set out? His house is just past those gates down yonder. As you know, or as you should know. Oh, hi, Sergi Poo. Me, I'm a little busy right now. Have you already met up with Lena? Me thinks she waff by the pier. Hey, Sergi, you want to hear a secret? It's about Pulshu. Sure, tell me. Keep it a secret, okay? Ready? Pulshu is such a Pig, when it comes to eating, she'll do anything if she's fed her favorite dish. Very unlikely, like, isn't it? Tempted by food. Listen closely. The record of fate will tell you lots of things, like what you should be doing next. And when you can't hear anything anymore, I guess that means you don't have a future. Which means you should just go home and go to sleep. There isn't anything you can do to change fate. Come on, Serge. Stop getting in my face. Exactly right, Serge. There it is, the record of fate. It records everything good or bad. If you happen across one of these, don't forget to record everything you've done so far. Think how terrible it would be if you lost your past. There wouldn't be anything you could do about it. To record what you've done so far, snap the record of fate and open up the menu. And so that's the block you want to follow, and follow the directions to save. Easy, isn't it? We should go look for another one. I'm going to be here for a while. Oh yeah, if you go onto the world map, you can save without a record of fate. I see, Serge. Very cheap is outside. He said he was going to teach them self-defense. He may be old, but he still has the fight left in him. You better not misbehave, or else the chief will have to crack down on you all. We can't go all the way out here in search of a legendary treasure where our funds run out. Once I have done some cleaning in here, I have to do some yard work. We gotta do something to cover our expenses. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have tried to persuade Sir Thomas to look for treasure on the Seeding Continent. I'm sure that's why Chief Radius has been living here for 4 years already. Such a bright, cheerful man. Everyone in the village really likes him. Wish he could stay here forever. There's something I want to kind of talk about briefly, I guess. I've been thinking about particularly after playing Radical Dreamers. I feel like I'm gonna I don't know how much is gonna factor into the review, and we haven't really demonstrated this issue quite yet, but there's a couple problems with this game in the way it's handled. One is Surge as a silent protagonist. Silent protagonists can work. I feel it works well enough in the Dragon Quest games. It's a staple of those games. And usually the other party members are interesting enough to make up for the main character just being a player proxy. And it's mainly the same in Chrono Trigger as well. In Chrono Cross, there's the whole accent system, and the fact that there are, like, I don't know exactly how many, like, a ton of playable characters in this game. Not like the most ever, but like 40 something maybe. Like it's a lot, and it's going for quantity over quality in my opinion. Granted, a fair number of the characters have like their own little quests, and you know, side quests in history and some amount of characterization. But kind of like once they're in your party, and if you have them in your party, it's mainly they're saying the same thing just a little differently because of the accent system. I don't know, like the game suffers for it. I feel. Um, how exactly I'm gonna express that as a review element is uh, up for debate. Um, but like Radical Dreamers kind of exemplifies that difference because like Surge has a voice, he has characterization. Kid has a fair amount more characterization. Um, Majel has a lot more characterization than his equivalent in here. Um, in fact, a lot of uh, Guile's characterization is pretty much cut out because they decided to sort of drop the idea of the connection. Um, at some point. Um, but yeah, I feel like this game could have. I'm not sure what I would do for a. Well, if I did a proper remake of Chrono Cross, I would probably just drop all but like the most interesting of characters from the game. Like the other characters would exist. Um, maybe there would be some kind of like there are some interesting things you could do with some of the characters. Like, you can. This isn't a huge spoiler at this point. Like you can. There's the idea of alternate worlds. Like you could have the characters from one world actually meet the characters from the other world. So there could be, and it leads to some interesting things. As the quests kind of depend on it. Maybe there could be a sort of guest system, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how I would deal with that. You replicate the system while just cutting the number of playable characters extensively. Um, I don't know. Um, but yeah, I'd rather expand the characterization of a select number of characters than um, preserve the way things are here. And have like banter and interactions between characters. I don't think Chrono Trigger had a whole lot of that outside of like introductory scenes, I guess, like, you know. How you sure does fly? Chief Radius has been living here for 4 years already. He's such a bright, cheerful man. Everyone in the village really likes him. I wish he could stay here forever. My name is Toma, the 14th. But people usually put the Great Explorer in front of my name. Great Explorer, Toma. I'm looking around for treasure. I have a sixth sense, you know. Yo, I wasn't gardening. I was really looking for treasure. The everything just the Chief Radius told me. And now the aches in my body are completely gone. What a fine man our chief is. Skilled, competent, caring. I heard he was quite a warrior in his prime. You can learn much from our chief and grow to be a great man like Radius. Regular fate tells me not to go out to sea today. That's why I'm here for the chief's lecture. Go against the regular fate and you'll regret it for sure. Days like this, it's best to take it easy. We should all live in harmony with fate. Hey Serge, I got you do all and see all. I can tell you all you need to know about using key items. Now tell me. I'll be happy to. Listen carefully now. We want to give someone a key item. Get within talking distance and press X. Oh, that's what it was. Let's bring up the item menu. And pick the item you wish to hand over and confirm your selection. If all goes well, the person should respond. Same procedure for when you want to use a key item for a particular location. You select the item you wish to use. No need to make mistakes. The item will disappear if there is no response. That's about it. Come to me anytime you should have any questions, boy. Time shifter? Yes, exactly. That's how it's done. Looks like I taught you well, boy. Serge, I have absolutely no use for the time shifter. Oh, Serge, how goes it? How would you like to join anyone for my lecture? Today's lecture is the fundamentals of attack and the art of elements. It's optional. Excellent, true man you are. Well done, let's get on with it. And here... Oh, come on, Sarge, don't hold back. Different. It doesn't even sound particularly different so far. Okay, looping. This is like the first verse. Second verse. Third verse. And the fourth verse. I don't think that bad. I can still see how it's a little grating. I don't think it's deserving of a positive. I'll give you that much. Like, I don't think the battle theme deserves a positive. The battle theme with Chrono Trigger, positive. Battle theme with main battle theme with Chrono Cross is just kind of there. I don't think it's particularly good. There's some big advantage in attacking. So listen up, youngin'. You know what? There are 3 different attack levels: weak, strong, and fierce. Each have a different accuracy or hit percentage values, don't you? Every time you hit the opponent, each of those values decreases, making it easier for your next attack to hit its mark. A very good strategy is to start with weak blows, which have the highest chance of succeeding, and then build up to strong and fierce blows. So rather than attacking willy-nilly, you should aim to build up your hit percentage. If your first attacks don't hit home, you're just wasting your energy. Oh, you're not even close. Well, no, you'd be trusting it. Hit percent too much there, boy. At 100%, you still run the risk of missing content continuously. And then the page to muster up your courage to use strong and fierce attacks straight from the start too. Apparently we're only allowed to use the tablet and cure. Okay, check out these elements. I just did that. Use an element. The color of that element's attribute remains on the battlefield in the form of a field effect. Each time you consecutively use the same color element, the emphasis of that color element increases. Here I'll show you. Let's pull up the field effect attributes with the color blue. Try using a blue element after me. Okay, got it. I can't. I literally can't. So I only have one cure. I didn't take into account that. Hey, hurry up and turn all the field effect attributes blue for crying out loud. But you know how to use it. And I'll look for something. That's okay, so listen up. It takes some explaining. First, you had. Is this gonna be broken now? First, you gotta use attack to do some physical damage to your opponent in order to get started. Weak, strong, fierce attack. Yeah. Each add 1 or 2 free points to your element power level. Your current level is a number that appears above the level under your name there. I nearly forgot to tell you, you won't accumulate any power unless you actually succeed in hitting your opponent. So careful, you can't afford to miss. Charging the accumulated power is what using elements is all about. Once you build up some power, you'll be able to choose the element option in the battle menu. When you select the element option, the gray colored rectangular place appear on the screen, don't they? This place are the elements you currently have allocated. So why don't you try using one of the blue elements you have there, boy? I can't. Relax, they won't disappear when you use them. You just won't be able to use them again for the rest of this battle, that's all. Once you enter another battle, you'll be able to use them again, so don't hold back now. But even though I say this, I still have to stress that you gotta consider the appropriate time to use your elements. Otherwise, you'll never be able to beat some of the harder enemies you're bound to meet. You got to form a proper strategy, boy. Oh wait, I'm forgetting something important. It must be my old age. There are some elements that disappear in the public storage each time you use them. The element times 1 tablet is just one example. These are consumable elements and they have the symbol times 1 in front of their names. They don't regenerate after each battle. However, the benefit of the consumable elements is that you can allocate up to 5 of them in the same element grid space. Doing so allows you to use several of them in the same battle, unlike basic elements, which normally can only be used once in any one battle. That is why consumable elements also have a number such as times 5 after their names. That's the number currently hard to hold in that grid position. This number will decrease as the elements are used. However, after each battle, you could restock more to use next time. Anyway, about that. More about actually using elements. I'm sure you'll notice that each time you use an element, your element power level, as shown by the level number, will go down. Or LV or whatever. It's simple subtraction, really. For example, say you're currently at level 3 and you decide to use a times 1 tablet element allocated to at the level 1 in your element grid. In that case, 3 minus 1 leaves 2. So your current element power level will now be changed to level 2. You could use elements at any time so long as your stamina value is above 1. So in this case, you'll still be able to use the elements of a power level up to 2 right after using the times 1 tablet element. Did you get the gist of it, Sonny? Now, do you see the importance of developing good battle tactics? You should build up a little power, then use the element, build up a little more power, use another element, repeating this over and over again, that's okay. Or you can build up your element power to its maximum level and unleash a barrage of elements one after another, that's no problem either. Use whatever strategy you think will work to defeat each of the enemies that you come across. It's up to you. There are hordes of monsters out there that you'll never be able to defeat with physical attacks alone. You're going to need to master elements to get by. Well, sorry for the long lecture there, Sonny. Sonny, I could have been doing my old man voice, but I'm not in the mood. My explanation about elements is officially over. Why don't you try and use one now? I can't. I literally can't. Is this not gonna work until it feels completely blue? Any blue elements you use now will surely pack a punch. Here, try this out. Oh, was that too much for you? Sorry about that, young'un. Conversely, when there's a lot of blue in the field effect attributes, the elements of the opposite color run will be weakened. So you can try to discern your enemy's attack pattern and fill the field with the opposite color of attacks as a form of defense. The strategy used the elements is sure to come in handy, so put it to good use, Sonny. Good use, Sonny. Oh, is that you learned something there, boy? Anyway, I guess it's time to bring this lesson to an end. Here you go. Ah! And that is how I died. And that is when I died. Future already, eh? You're still so young. Oh well, don't let it get you down. Come again anytime, Sonny. I mean, it's relatively effective if overly complicated optional. I did get a positive, one for being optional, and two, for being pretty good, and it also flexible enough to take into account that you things the player can do. I believe there are also other tutorials which are not optional, which may potentially get a negative. They'll probably get positive for the way they're presented, but they may get a negative for the fact that they are. Still debating whether to give a negative for the way that these things are upscaled. Like, it looks decent here. Or decent enough. But there are areas where... Hey, get out of my way. Hey, kid! No, don't go deeper in there. Okay. Here's an area where the upscaling looks really bad. Like, everything on the table looks really blurry. These little foreground elements of the chain looks really blurry. The skulls look pretty blurry. I might say the upscaling is kind of inconsistent in quality. That might even be what I'd say. Like, it's inconsistent, and when it's bad, it's bad. I get ranges from okay to bad. I want to get that out before we start when I employ mods. Yippee! You're late, sir. Sleeping as usual, I suppose. You probably should go get some Chrono dragon scales up for my necklace, remember? Since you were late, my mom asked me to babysit the kids. Woohoo, Sergeant Lena, look at me! Look what I can do! Come on, you guys should try this. It feels really good. Like the rest of you, we're not here to play. Don't swim out too far now. Okay, gotcha. Kids sure have it easy. Remember when we were like that? That's the younger care or worry on our minds. Each day lasted an eternity, filled with newness, fun, and excitement. What the important thing now is not our childhood, but my Chrono scale necklace. Yes, we have to face up to reality to live each day anew. So I want you to go to Lizard Rock and get some scales for me. I want to join you, but I still have to watch the kids. It's your fault. You were late. Once you collected some Chrono scale dragons, I'll catch up with you up past the beach. Is that okay if you search? Sure, no problem. Good, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay then. Just don't just stand around there. Go collect some skills at Lizard Rock. Let's see, I think 3 should be enough. Good luck, Serge. I'm counting on you. Hey, see this shark teeth? What is that? Is it shark teeth? No, Serge. A shark tooth doesn't interest me one bit. You're going to give me some Komodo dragon skills, remember? Huh? Oh, it's you, Serge. Beautiful day, huh? You got me dozing off there. You'd like to see? He's pretty good. Oh, really? Gee, sure is great. Just remember, Serge, don't take it too lightly. Usually you'll find the sea vast, deep, full of strength and energy, and kind and gentle. But once it becomes angry, it can turn it into the most frightening monster you've ever seen, engulfing everything. Close your eyes and prick up your ears. Can you hear the cries of countless men swallowed by the sea? The hidden secret the sea whispers? Or men, do you learn to sense the mood of the sea? As if you don't want to join the fellows already at the bottom. Well, the world map books especially. Like not really blurry, but just kind of smudgy. Well, oh my god! You know, like us swimming in the water. Do I have 2 slots? Or is it like... Oh, I like to get the memory cards. I have a fair amount of saved spots. It's funny that like they emulate the whole like there being 2 separate memory card slots. I guess it's just a consequence of anyway, let's try going where we're not supposed to. If it is there, in the village, I'll tell you to come near here. George, you'll find other monsters in this forest. I can't just let you wander off by yourself. Well, I thought you were gonna let me pass through before, but now... Okay. I'm still getting audio clipping. I think it might just be my headset. I mean, tell me if you can hear audio clipping. Like this. Wait, these are... Okay. I think these are different locations we can go to. Persian Lita forever. OTP. Until Haruka shows up, then... Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, I need to equip it properly, or maybe I need to build up my elements more. Maybe I did actually equip them, I don't know. Or I just don't have any level 3 slots yet? I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay, you can equip them in different slots too. No music? I might need to start using the... What the heck happened to my camera? Did I knock it? Did that happen? Okay, now we have level 3. The overall theme might get a positive. Maybe I'll get the overall theme a positive. Probably at least one variant. Not sure. I'm gonna like look back to what I did with overworld themes in I give a separate positive for the other overworld theme. If it's good. Because yes, it's the themes that you get to hear over and over again that like deserve positives or negatives or just nothing. Um, anyway, so tomorrow we'll have probably have a boost of in graphical fidelity. We've already kind of noted that the upscaling is kind of scattershot, ranging from okay to this is bad. Um, and I think if it were consistently just okay, it wouldn't get a negative. But the fact that it does tend to fall into bad territory in places, I think it is going to earn it its negative. Um, like part of me kind of wishes that I could that I was maybe a little more inclined to just actually play for it vanilla all the way, but am I like my pretty good visuals, so like I said, I'm getting a taste of what vanilla looks like, and then moving on. I'm not quite sure about like the classic stuff versus the like I can't find that option. So take it to a separate. Weird, I can't. I can't save over the first save. Okay, weird. Um, the graphics. Okay, so you can only change new and classic in look at Rutgers quick. Um, I think you're gonna change my review. Granted. Um, yeah, we do actually have the original. If I would have known about that, I would have actually selected the original graphics. I kind of wonder how it works in the console version, since there isn't like a separate. Um, um, I think it's affecting the cutscenes too a little bit. I don't know. Because it just mirrors is looking a little more blurry. It's kind of hard to tell if they. Everything looks about the same. Maybe. I thought they would have like doubled the size of the game by having both upscale and not upscale video. Okay, these are the original pixelated graphics and blockier models. I mean, if I have to apply a positive to each game for the ability to switch around. I mean, look at this. Yeah, I think I stand by my negative there. Because here, like, when everything is pixelated, the finer details don't stand out. Like these little ropes and tools in the foreground, like they don't feel as out of place because it's all low resolution, so and clearly pixelated. So granted, political stuff is still gonna stand out because it's anti-aliased and the backgrounds aren't really anti-aliased at all. But so I'm going to um I wish it was built into the game rather than this thing, but okay. Um, I'm gonna say, I'm making time, at least for process, to have more room to elaborate about the fact that, it would have been nice to, in addition to it being nice, it being potentially nice nicer if they would have allowed us to do it in game on the fly. It would have been nice if you could toggle individual elements. I can't really. I'm not gonna give it a negative for that. I'm not gonna give it. I'm not even gonna give any kind of negative for the score. Not being able to change the score because I can't really tell so far. I'm kind of curious about the Radical Dreamers song. I think. I can't. It's the do 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 do. Like it's clearly meant to be a guitar, but it's also like synthesized. So it'd be cool if they actually got like a proper guitar rather than a synth guitar. But anyway, I got a achievement for getting past the. There are some proper achievements in this game. So let's tally up the days. Look at the MFV intro, which is beautiful and sync well to the orchestral score. We need to start. Okay, we're starting with information. There's a negative for the grainy compressed looking FMVs, a negative for the inconsistent to awful upscaling, positive for the overall theme. So we got basically 2 of each. So net neutral. Also, actually, that should be an information positive for this tutorial. Maybe a control positive or interaction positive if it's optional. I think it being optional kind of is something that should be standard. If it were forced upon you, it would be a negative. Okay, so that's 3 positive, so it's a net 1. So for interaction, we have the quality of life features and built-in cheats. Battle Beast being the only thing that I consider to be a cheat. There's like the ability to fast forward and slow down things, and then like there's basically an ink none thing, which is funny because it's called like disable random battles. So it's like not really, they're not really random to begin with. So let's see here. I put another interaction positive for battles being mostly avoidable. All the interaction is positive thus far. So play features, option automatically heal your party after the battle. The ability to switch between the personal graphics and battle being mostly avoidable. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I could give some positives or negatives for the battle system, but I don't think we've experienced it quite enough yet to pass any judgments. It's unique. I don't know how to deal with the complexity of it in terms of reviewing it, because it's just like one thing I could observe more than critique is that it's different. You know, it is more complicated inherently in terms of how it's executed, because you have to deal with like hit rates and building up levels and having to assign slots and having to spend the slots in each battle, and it's just kind of, it feels kind of weird. Especially as a Chrono Trigger, especially considering that it supposedly takes place in the same universe as Chrono Trigger, so you expect the mechanics of things to be. I mean, I kind of get Magic a little bit, because Chrono and Company were kind of unique in their ability to tap into Magic, and weren't even able to really do it until they met to like really use Magic, until they met a particular character who tapped into that potential for them. So the idea that the element stuff is kind of a technological way to unlock magical potential in people when it operates by its own set of rules, I think is the in-universe justification for the element system. As far as I can figure. Um, I still don't quite like it versus text. I think text is a lot. It's a lot more straightforward. The most complicated thing is, dual text and triple text. You know, I don't think every RPG franchise needs to fully reinvent itself to the extent it's following Final Fantasy logic, and I don't really think Final Fantasy logic is a good fit for the Chrono Trigger system, for the Chrono Trigger franchise. It just doesn't really. I don't feel it's a good fit. Especially when you could really build upon a lot of the core combat concepts of Chrono Trigger, and maybe do some interesting things with it, like in terms of like taking it into the third dimension in particular, that could be, you could do a lot of things of taking, the battlefield idea of enemies, roaming the battlefield, and in particular abilities, having areas of effect. Like, you could really expand that into the third dimension and do some interesting things there. You have enemies that are like literally higher up, but you have to aim your spells kind of diagonally, or up at them. Like that could be, or be able to knock an enemy down, like with particular spells and abilities. Like, there's so much you could do. And instead they decided to just completely reinvent the battle system from scratch, and I can't really review it on that because I had to review it for what it is rather than what it could have been. Which is, the frustration. Anyway, I think the worst I could dock it for is not being as intuitive as Trigger. It takes getting used to, whereas Trigger is just kind of get it right away and it makes sense, whereas here it's like you're building things up and you have to constantly think about I don't know. Anyway, there's a bunch of things you can do to take a few seconds of your time, as well as other things that are a little more involved. But of course, it's all entirely up to you. And as always, I thank you so very much for watching, and until next time,